Thank you, Reverend Vassal. The 12 individuals, and indeed by extension the organizations they represent, are, with all due respect to our hosts, some of our finest ambassadors. Um, Going in alphabetical order, we are going to ask you to recognize these true sons and daughters of Jamaica who have been doing stellar work in their community and literally growing which part them plant. From Delaware all the way up to Massachusetts. The 12 in social services, in industry, in the arts, in education, certainly make we proud. The first of which, is Desmond Baker. Mr. Baker is a member of the board of the Brandywine Gateway Neighbors and Christiana Cultural Center. He's also a member of the Higher Education Commission and chair of the Wilmington Planning Commission and Treasurer and Secretary of the State of Delaware Hospital Bond Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Desmond Baker. Mr. Baker is also Vice Chair of the State of Delaware Riverfront Development Corporation and a member of the State of Delaware Workforce Investment Council, as well as a member of the State of Delaware Building Trade Council. Yes, please do put your hands together for Mr. Desmond Baker. Honoree is Mr. Patrick Beckford, Officer of the Order of Distinction, resident of New Jersey. Mr. Beckford is not with us this afternoon because he is actually receiving his accolade from the government and people of Jamaica, his OD. But he's being represented by Mr. Michael Watkins. Mr. Beckford has been head of the Friends of Trelawney and served as chairman of the Jamaica Diaspora United States Northeast region from 2008 to 2012. And he has also served on the U.S. State Department's Historic Conference on Diaspora and chair of the United Nations First Conference on Global Diaspora Economic Development in 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Patrick Beckford. Our next honoree is resident in New York, Miss Hyacinth Bloomfield. Ms. Bloomfield is a long-standing member of the Jamaica Progressive League and a founding member of the Action Committee established by former Consul General Groves to assist the consulate in community outreach. Ms. Bloomfield is co-chair of the Consul General's annual Independence Church Service and part of the planning committee for the annual Independence Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Hyacinth Bloomfield. All right, our next honoree is Miss Jennifer Chalmers.
Let me just explain something. I will just briefly tell you, it's good news why Mrs. Chalmers is not here. Her daughter is giving birth and coincides with this event. It's a joyous moment, I'm sure, for parents, but probably even more so grandparents. And we know she'll join us later on, so we will just continue. I just had to mention her in context and in place. But she's here in spirit and on her way here. Good, good.
So there is now one more Jamaican passport to. She catch? And like most deliveries, right on time. Miss Jennifer Chalmers has been for more than 20 years an advocate for families and children and persons with HIV/AIDS and substance abusers. She's a founder of Leaf of Life Foundation, which has assisted in bringing over 200 children to the United States for specialized surgery. And has sent medical equipment to Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Barbados, Haiti, St. Lucia, Dominica, Grenada, and the Dominican Republic. She has been part of the organizing committee, the Jamaica Independence Celebration Foundation, that puts together the annual Independence Ball for the past 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, the proud grandmother. Oh, you not catch it?
In labor.
Oh, is she? Okay. Okay, all right.
Let's hope this one is for real. We have a few false start, and I'm hoping the season is real.
Oh, okay. Okay, put your hands together for the awardee and grandmother to be, Miss Jennifer Chalmers.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you. May I go?
Yes, you can go sit down. You're most tired. Sit down, dear, sit down. Resident in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Miss Jacqueline Haley. Miss Haley is a member of the Coalition of Jamaican Organizations in Massachusetts and the Boston Jamaica United Mission for Progress. She serves on the board of the Caribbean Education Foundation and the Hyde Park Main Streets and is the executive director of the Greater Boston Sickle Cell Disease Association. Since 2006, Jacqueline has been a delegate representing Massachusetts to the Jamaica Diaspora Conference and has been appointed to the advisory board of the Jamaica Diaspora Northeast. She's also chair of their regional conferences. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jacqueline M. Haley. The Reverend Dr. Alfred B. Johnson from New Jersey, or resident in New Jersey. Dr. Johnson is a founding president and president emeritus of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey and is a founding member and vice president of the United Caribbean American Network of New Jersey. His ministry has lasted for the past 48 years and has served in the Turks and Caicos Islands, Guyana, Jamaica, Nigeria, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. He has also served as moderator for the Presbyterian Church in Newark, New Jersey, and since retiring, he is still actively involved in their outreach programs, serving 14,000 people in their soup kitchens annually. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Dr. Alfred Johnson. Miss Carleen M. Largy, resident of New York. Carleen M. Samuel Largy is a past president of the immediate past president, sorry, of the Union of Jamaica Alumni Association, UJA, and past president of the New York chapter of the Immaculate Conception High School Alumni Association. She's also the secretary and dance coach for the NAACP New York City AXO program and chair of the board of directors of Brata Productions and the advisory board of the JMACOB. Awara? Jamacob. Ask her Awab, because they not tell me Awa. She has Jamaica Community Board. Oh, okay. The name Pelly out. Jamaica Community Board. For the past 8 years, she has also been actively involved with the Jamaica Diaspora Northeast and has attended the past 3 conferences in Jamaica and part of the planning exercises in the New York metro area. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Carleen Largy. Another New York resident, ladies and gentlemen, Daphne Mahoney. Miss Mahoney migrated to the United States 47 years ago. After working with Citibank, she has continued to give service to her community and started an annual feeding program for homeless and shut-ins at the St. George's Episcopal Church in Manhattan. Their annual program feeds over 250 persons for their Christmas exercise. And their fundraiser is a Jamaica caroling and food Jamaica sing-along, caroling and food exercise at the beginning of the month. So it soon come?
Yes.
Okay. On the 5th. So please support it because you support the Christmas dinner for 250 Sumadi.
300 plus now.
I'm now being advised that the number has risen since last year to this is 350. Things harder, Farid. She has also been instrumental for the past 24 years with the organization Heartbeats of Jamaica, and more recently with the mustard seed communities through the organization called Friends of Mustard Seed, of which she's one of the founders. Over the past 10 years, they've been able to raise 400,000 United States dollars for the mustard seed communities. Miss Daphne Mahoney. Our next honoree comes from all the way across the waters, from the state of New Jersey. Mr. Roydell Rutty. Mr. Rutty is president of Trans-Carib Express Shippers. And with his team, including his brothers and sisters, they have volunteered and donated goods and services for various organizations throughout New Jersey and have shipped much of this to Jamaica at no cost for several organizations and groups, including school supplies, educational material, and medical supplies, as well as humanitarian relief material. His personal not-for-profit organization, Walker's Wood Youth Foundation, supports Walker's Wood All-Age School and the citizens of Walker's Wood in St. Anne for more than 2 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rutty. Mr. Roydell Rutty. Returning to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Miss Pamela Spencer. Thank you, Hush. And thank you, ma'am, sorry. Sorry, Miss Pamelia Spencer. Me not forget this one yet.
Better not forget it because you know you get.
Miss Pamelia Spencer is the a founding member of the Coalition of Jamaica Organizations, COJO, and is also a founder and president of the Caribbean Queen Foundation, which gives monetary and material support to the Jubilee Hospital, Kingston YMCA, SOS Children's Village in Montego Bay, and the Women's Health Project. Miss Spencer is also a founding member of the Caribbean Week Collaborative and was instrumental in the establishment of the last Caribbean Heritage Week in August in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Miss Spencer is also a print and broadcast journalist, broadcasting on WMBR FM. Her weekly show is called Jam Sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, Pamelia Spencer.
Thank you.
Our next honoree comes from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Barbara H. Wilson. Miss Wilson has been Chief Director of the Caribbean Festival Committee since its inception 28 years ago, and is the coordinator of this annual Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Caribbean Festival, targeting thousands across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. She's a member of the Caribbean and African Voters Registration Drive, the board member of the Marcus Garvey Memorial Foundation, and the Philadelphia Mayor's Commission on African and Caribbean Affairs, as well as the Mayor's Office of Immigrant and Cultural Affairs. She's a former member of the Jamaica Progressive League Philadelphia chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Wilson.
Former president.
She's a
Still a member. Former president.
she's a former. Oh, okay.
That's all right, no problem. Former chair, they left that out too, of Team Jamaica Bacon.
And former chair of Team Jamaica.
Okay, well, she do enough work. She's still a member of the Jamaica Progressive League, though former president, and she is a former chair of Team Jamaica Bickles Philadelphia. Okay. Why this I work can make you sweat, boy? And those are the community service honorees. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Desmond Barker, Patrick Beckford, Hyacinth Bloomfield, Jennifer Chalmers. Just you, the baby not come yet. All right, Jennifer Chalmers, Jacqueline Haley, Dr. Alfred Johnson, Carlene Largy, Daphne Mahoney, Roydale Rutty, Pamelia Spencer, and Barbara Wilson. Clap them again. To complement those who have given yeoman service to their communities in the field of social services and education, the consulate has also seen it fit to this year add what they style a Corporate Citizen Award. The first recipient is resident in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Patrick A. Jolly. Mr. Jolly started his career in accounting at the Bank of Nova Scotia, Jamaica Limited, and came to the United States in 1970 to pursue his education. After receiving a master's in business administration from Pace in 1975, he began working with Tower Isles Frozen Foods Limited, progressing to general manager, and finally in 2011 he was appointed president of Tower Isles frozen foods. Mr. Jolly, through the organization, the Gift of Love, have been responsible for bringing, sorry, Gift of Life, thank you. Gift of Life have been responsible for bringing children to the United States for corrective heart surgery. He's an active member of the Mannings and Clarendon College Alumni Associations. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Tower Isles and the first Corporate Citizen Awardee, Mr. Patrick Jolly. All right, so I'm going to be calling on, let me get this on here, great. Yes, we're going to be calling on Ms. Jacqueline Haley to respond on behalf of the honorees for the Community Service Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Haley.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I don't know if I can follow this MC at all, but I just want to say to the Council General, all distinguished honorees, all other protocols observed, families, friends, thank you so much for having us here. Thank you for this honor. Let me take this opportunity to, on behalf of the 2014 awardees, to thank the Council General and his team for this prestigious award. No one of us could have done this, could have served without the commitment and dedication of the people we serve. We pledge to continue the service to our fellow Jamaicans here and at Jamaica and at home. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you. And rightly said, it's for your commitment for Jamaicans at home and definitely for Jamaicans here. Because sometimes we tend to overlook those who are right beside we who are suffer. For those further